gateway again. Positioning, yeah, it's kind of, the way I like to do my PvT positioning is I like to make it so it's vulture, anti-vulture, so vultures just can't run into my base and harass me. So I like to make a gateway here, make a cybernetics core right over here, and then make a building right here. So if vultures do come in, they have to go all the way around here, and then they have to go all the way down here, then they can harass. That's how I like to do it. And now as you can see, he's not here, so I'm gonna go scout over here. You have to know the map, by the way. You can't play in a map you don't know, or you're not going to be able to scout your opponent. And now, as you can see, at 12 population, rather than making a second gateway as I did in PvP, I'm going to make a gas right off the bat. And now this is going to be rally to my ramp. Always rally your gateway to your ramp in PvT and PvP. When you're off one base, when you go off two base, then you can switch the rally. But for one base, yeah, rally it to your ramp for sure. And now, as you can see, again, constantly making probes, just scouting him, nothing out of the ordinary. Well, I'm showing you guys the standard builder, so obviously nothing out of the ordinary. By the way, this pylon should not be here. It should most likely be up here. This is just showing you guys how to make a pylon in Protoss vs Protoss. This is not how you're supposed to make it in Protoss vs Tran. Just letting you guys know that. I just forgot to show in my Protoss vs Protoss video, so that's why I'm showing it here. And if you are new to Starcraft, make sure you work on your APM, because APM is very key. And just scouting over here, and he is over here. He's making a Marine. Oh fuck, he already has a Marine out. And micro against the Marine. Generally, you see this cybernetics core just finished. I know that. Sorry, this gas just finished. So I'm making a cybernetics core right up here. And now, as you can see, I'm gonna make a pylon right over here. You will see that very shortly. And next, he's getting another barracks. Obviously, this is a computer, so he's not doing proper TVP build orders, which I will be going over soon. And right when you reach 16 population, again, gonna take a probe right here and gonna make a pylon. You will see right now. This probe is gonna go mine and gonna make a pylon right over here. Now, as you can see, if vultures want to come in, they have to go all the way around to harass me. They can't just harass right off the bat. And now, his marine's chasing me because he's a computer. Regular marines won't chase you. But yeah, this is pretty much the standard in PvT. And let's see. Now, my next pylon, I'm just showing you guys, it would go over here, and then my next pylon will go over here, again to stop a dropship plate when dropships do come in. And I'm just gonna do some cheats here to go faster, or show you guys the build order. This is what you want to do. Hold on, I'm just gonna use some sheets. Operation CWAL. Show me the money. All right. This is pretty much. Let me just fast forward the speed a little bit. Okay, when you get enough minerals, obviously make a dragoon, and then make another dragoon. Get cybernetics core range right after. Okay, it's already finished, but get cybernetics core range. See, I have 22 out of 25 population now. Get another pylon, and right after this pylon, generally right after pylon finishes, get another gateway, and then keep making dragoons off this one gateway. Make another dragoon off this one, and generally when you have around 5 dragoons, you're going to have 400 minerals, not 9,000. And at this point, you can either go expansion if you've scouted your opponent and see they're going a pretty standard expansion builder, then you can expand yourself. Or if you want, you can go for a robotics facility and go for some Reaver harassment. Actually, right now, I will show you guys how to do a Reaver harassment, considering I have these cheats on. The buildings are taking a little longer to make. 5 dragoons is generally what you want, and then expand right after that. Again, I'm not really caring about the positioning anymore. I'm just showing you guys how to do Reaver harassment. Fuck pylons. Hold on. Let me just show you guys again. Since this cheats, I should have just used cheats in my other matchups to show you guys how to do Reaver harassment. I'm getting shuttle speed. Generally, you won't have shuttle speed, but it's showing you guys how to do Reaver harassment. It works better with shuttle speed. Actually, I'm just going to use a dragoon as opposed to a Reaver. So this is pretty much how you do it. Usually, they have tank cell. If they don't, he's definitely not going to have tank cell, but actually he might, considering this cheat. When you do a cheat, it gets enabled for your opponent also. But pretty much, this is how you pretty much unload your dragoon, then you unload your Reaver. And I hockey my shuttle as 2 when I'm trying to do Reaver harassment. The gateway still hockey as 3 or 4, so you can just go 3, 4, 3D, 4D. And now, as you can see, he has fire bat. So if you see something out of range, then go like this, and right when that happens, just load your thing, load your Reaver, and just see whatever units there are to pick off, and try to attack the clump of units. And right when you take an attack, unload, and then keep loading. And right now he has only Marines, so when they only have Marines, you can use Reaver alone, and just all you need is a shuttle, and just keep loading and loading. And as you can see, right when they attack me, I like to load. What the fuck? Alright, load, unload, and then constantly load, unload. Right after the square shot goes, you load. And now Firebat's gonna come, and generally, like, I've practiced this a lot, so I have my timing pretty well. Right after the scarab comes, I load it. I know, like, generally scarabs, I don't know how fast they shoot, but, okay, so now as you can see, I'm gonna unload the Dragoon, and then unload the Reaver. So then oh fuck, okay, again, sometimes, like, I've mastered the timing so well that, like, I mess it up sometimes. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much how you Reaver has. You guys get the gist of it. I'm gonna go on to my turn matchups. Again, this is going a little bit off, but, like, this is going a little bit further into the game, but I just wanted to show you guys how to Reaver harass. And now I'm gonna, well, I don't know, I'm going over all 9 matchups, so I guess I'll do, let's do Terran next. Just because, I don't know, Zerg is more, I think Zerg is the hardest race to play out of all of them. Or at least, early game. And now, let's start off with Terran versus Zerg. Okay, pretty much, so I'm not gonna go over the starting anymore, because they're all pretty much the same. Splitting takes time, by the way, like, you can't just master it in one day. It takes years of practice, unless you spend like days just practicing it. Pretty much, again, same hotkeys. Next, command center as 1, SCVs as 2. Go switch between 1 and 2. Make your probes go, or SCVs go mine the closest mineral fields to your nexus, and then the next closest, and then like these 3 will be the last 3 I mine. And the one key thing, if you're in this position where your command center is right here and then your minerals are to the right side, this is what you want to do, pretty much. Pretty much, like, you want to make your supply depot right over here, because if you make your supply depot right here, then rather than your SCV spawning right here, they will spawn right here. You'll see what I mean. And again, it's just small things to give you a little bit of an advantage in the game. But like, let's see, I'm just going to wait. Again, you make a supply depot at 9 population, right when you hit 9. Or you want to make it right after, like, see, I'm reaching 100 minerals. But generally, when this probes, or SCV is, like, 99% done, then you want to make a command, like, right here. Watch, right here, I'm going to make my depot. And now, as you can see, my SCV will spawn right here. And, again, that's just going to make my SCV, like, mine minerals that 1 second faster. So rather than it spawning right here, it will spawn right here. Again, this, I like to do it in only TVZ and TVT. In TVP, I generally like to wall, and I will show you guys how to wall in this next matchup, which I will be doing TVP. But yeah, so as you can see, making my SCVs mine the mineral fields, different mineral fields. After all SCVs occupy 1 mineral field, then you can make SCVs mine whichever mineral field you want. And now, as you can see, getting at 11 the same SCV that just finished the supply depot, make that SCV go make a barracks. I like to make my barracks right next to my ramp. This is very good to defend against 9 pools, because then you can have marines instantly at your ramp, and they can SCVs to block right up here. And constantly making SCVs, as you can see. This is actually taking a really long time to do, so I'm just going to speed up the game process a little bit. This is how fast you will be seeing games on IC Cup or wherever you're playing. No one plays on slower speeds. I like to hockey my barracks as number 3. Again, hockeying it to the ramp. And keep getting SCVs, just never stop making SCVs. And generally at 13 population, I like to go scout. And so this is SCV, sorry, I keep mixing that up, is going to be hockeyed as number 2. Always make your scouting SCV hockeyed as number 2. Your first military producing thing for hockeyed as number 3. In this case, it being a barracks. And at, I would say, 15 population, make another supply depot. The next supply depot I like to do is, like, supply depot positioning is not really that important. It's not, yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. And now, getting, I'm showing you guys how to do a one racks into command center build. And scouting him, again, scouting, he's not here, so I'm going to go over here and scout. Getting a marine on the ramp, and just constantly making marines, constantly making SCVs, and going to be saving up for 400 minerals to get an early expansion. And now, as you can see, it says you need more depots, but this depot is just about to be finished, so that depot is done. And I'm going to make my command center right. This barracks is in bad positioning on this. Just think of it. This command center should be placed right here. Let me just put it right here. This barracks should be over here. Never stop making marines. It's kind of stupid on my part by stopping making marines. You really need it all.